Welcome to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex. Today I'm here with 15 RPGs to be excited for on the Nintendo Switch in 2023. On this list, I've got everything from turn-based to action to tactical, so hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals daily, and let's get started. If you do grab anything then from the eShop, consider using cornershop.gg for discounted eShop credit. You'll get 10% off at checkout using code CORNER, and that's going to be instant delivery via email. Redemption Reapers is a dark fantasy tactical RPG. It's from the team behind Ender Lilies, an incredible game, and yeah, there's some serious talent supporting this with ties to Fire Emblem and Kingdom Hearts. Here we lead a once hated band of mercenaries, but now we are the only hope to fight back against an invading force that's been destroying nation after nation. The medieval setting here, it intrigues me, as does the fact your army, it's just 5 members with their own unique history, promising tales of heartbreak and loss. I'm hoping for something quite adult with this one, and alongside tactical battles, we can of course expect resource management, weapon setup, unique skills, character bonding, and voice acting. Octopath Traveler 2 then, and we don't know all of that much about the story yet. We do know, however, there will be 8 new travelers, and it's set in a world divided by sea. That's an eastern and western continent, which gives us the ability to sail and explore freely. If it's anything like the original, we'll start with just one character, and then we'll kind of reach junctions in the narrative where we can switch. Really excited about this one. I imagine they will keep it simple, tweak mechanics from the original, maybe add some new ones. But yeah, I'm still really psyched for it. I thought visually as well, the first was seriously impressive, but I'm loving the look of this new location. It's kind of Victorian styled. I'm getting an air of a steampunk over the original, which was kind of a fantasy setting. Wrestle Quest then may be a surprise hit for me in 2023. Turn-based wrestling sounds incredible, and many of the featured wrestlers from my era, think Hulk Hogan, the Legion of Doom, Macho Man Randy Savage. The story seems as simple as well, wrestle from the bottom to the top of the pro wrestling circuit. Where it gets unique though, it's actually set in a fantasy world. I'm talking promises of different realms, monsters and robots, just to name a few. Finally, customizing moves, entrances and taunts with progression just sounds incredible. Nice looking pixel work as well, honestly, so yeah, I'm definitely sold. I'll be here day one. Persona 3, Portal and 4 Gold, and then I'm bundling these together. Great to see these getting the re-release treatment, even if it was kind of a shame they didn't drop alongside 5. That said though, 5 Royal, that's an incredible port right there on the Nintendo Switch. The level of care put in was clear, so we should have no concerns with these. Persona 3 was the first to introduce the calendar system, and here we see an entire year of this character's life. You'll be fighting shadows during the dark hour. The 4th murders are occurring in town. It's going to be linked to a distorted world. These are must-buys for turn-based fans out there, and look, sure, visually not the strongest, but expect a huge amount of personality and gameplay time. Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes next, and this has been long awaited. Originally it wasn't announced for the Switch, but we got the good news in 2022 following the release of Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. That was an action RPG prequel with town building, side-scrolling. Honestly didn't impress me, but I've got real high hopes for this full release. This one, it's a turn-based RPG, and what they've shown at this far, it looks impressive. It also has some big ideas, namely the promise of leading 100 plus playable characters. In the story though, 2 individuals meet from very different paths, and they find themselves in the center of a war. One is a warrior hunting for Rune technology to power magic, the other simply from a remote village. Suikoden then, and I should note here, Eiyuden is very much a spiritual follow-up, and in 2023 we will be getting HD remasters here of both 1 and 2. I played one of these briefly years ago, but I've never finished them, so I'm looking forward now to this bundle. Combined, this is a good 55 hours of gameplay at a minimum, and they are turn-based experiences. I just always hear really good things surrounding the story. The first though, we are battling against a once great hero now turned evil, and then in the follow-up, peace has been found between warring neighbours, but that may not last for long. This remaster includes the visual upgrade alongside new visual effects, new sound effects, a new autosave system, and then the ability to fast forwards. Tales of Symphonia Remastered will arrive in 2023. We now have two of the very best entries on the Switch, that's Vesperia and this. A rise on other platforms is incredible, but sadly, I doubt the Switch could handle the power. This entry, though it originated on the GameCube, and while I do think Vesperia is my personal favourite of the two, this is still a genius entry. An action RPG, you can have everything in these from full control to auto battle should you prefer. While the almost cutesy visual style as well may not be for everyone, I do think it's allowed the game to stand the test of time. And then the story, it's just great stuff. You're out to save your world. The issue though, at what cost? It deals with some heavy themes, this one, which I've always respected. The Legend of Heroes trails into Reverie then, and this I've been long awaiting. It brings together three individuals, that's Rune Schwarzer, war hero of the recent Cold Steel saga, alongside Lloyd Bannings, the Liberator from Zero, and then the Masked Enigma C. With three different story arcs in here, though I'm definitely wary of what I say due to spoilers, but I'm curious to see how much previous series knowledge here is required, as Cold Steel alone, the trilogy there, it's a 200-hour journey though, easily. The combat system's fantastic, it's kind of turn-based meets action, and yeah, I'm hopeful this will continue the series quality. While I'm on The Legend of Heroes, in 2023 you can look forward to Trails to Azure as well, and this may actually be necessary gaming before Reverie because it's the sequel to Zero, which was remastered in 2022. I believe both of these were PSP releases originally, but it concludes Lloyd Banning's time as the lead. I believe this is actually the first ever Western release. If not, I've never seen it before myself, but I'm really looking forward to jumping in. Again though, look, it's somewhat a spin on turn-based. I'll avoid the story though, as this picks up just a few months following the events of Zero. Risen won't be for everyone, but I played this back in the day, so for me it's kind of like peak nostalgia. An action RPG from Piranha Bytes. Honestly, this team, they're kind of known somewhat for janky games, but I've always found a lot to like, a lot of just fun as well in their releases, such as the recent Elix, and they also developed the classic Gothic series. This though, an open world experience that has you out to save the island of Faranga, and we are currently under attack from monsters and earthquakes. I just liked the freedom. It's not a huge map, but having the option to follow the main quest line or choose a side quest, it felt impressive. And then there's a great cast as well. Expect here over 60 hours of gameplay for your cash, and the highlight for me, it's always been the combats. Atelier Ryza 3 then is an exciting release for 2023. I think as games go, the first two are some of the most visually impressive on the system, and they just have great performance to back them up. I'd definitely recommend this series for those that want something a little more laid back. You know, the stakes in these adventures, probably I'd say a little lower than most. A memorable cast though supports the action here, and what we do know about this one is we'll be investigating islands with a slew of new abilities, leading to generally more freedom in exploration, and along the way we'll face everything from factions at odds with each other to half animal, half human figures. The combat, it's turn-based mixed with real time, and synthesis and resources, it's gonna play a big part. Sea of Stars then should have released in 2022, but sadly it got pushed to 2023, so here we are. A turn-based RPG, it's influenced by the classics, but this It's from the team behind The Messenger. In fact, it's actually a prequel and set within the same universe, telling the story of two children who can combine magic to fight off evil, will be battling against the evil alchemist, the Fleshmancer. The pixel work looks stunning though, and alongside the traditional exploration and the combat, it's promising activities such as sailing, cooking and fishing. The main thing I'm excited about, coming from Sabotage, it's no doubt going to have some twists that surprise me. I mean, look, how many other studios follow up a part action platformer, part Metroidvania with an RPG? I already see as well a unique dynamic lighting concept on their website that demonstrates we can change the time of day with progression, and it will be key for puzzles. Hopefully with this one it's as good as it looks. Fire Emblem Engage then is the long-awaited next entry for Fire Emblem. Really looking forward to this one. While it's an obvious inclusion for today's list, I'm just a big fan of tactical turn-based and free houses. It got so much right, so hopefully this one continues that trend. Many of the mechanics appear to be the same, but we will be getting new characters alongside some familiar faces. The big new mechanic appears to be the Engage system. It seems it's the ability to merge and use weapons and skills from legends during battle. Story-wise, a dragon is about to awaken and we must bring peace to the continent by collecting up 12 emblem rings. Looks stunning, and clearly they have high hopes with this because the DLC, it's already been announced. Trinity Trigger then is perhaps the highest on my RPG list for 2023, mainly down to the team involved. Past credits include Secret of Mana, Xenoblade and Octopath Traveler, and that's covering the world building, the characters, the storytelling and the music, so it's definitely got some impressive strength behind it. An action RPG, we are a young warrior with the mantle of Warrior of Chaos, but we are trying to defy fate and save the day. Along this journey, we will meet creatures known as triggers, which can transform into 8 types of weapon. We can also then freely switch between 3 characters in solo play, or play locally with support for up to 3 players. Really curious to see how the latter works, but overall it's got this old school look to it that I really like, and it's playing into the idea of every enemy has a weapon weakness, almost like, different elements, and I always do enjoy that. And that's 15 RPGs I'm looking forward to. I know I missed a few other obvious ones, but these ones I feel like they're standout and not everybody's gonna know about them. With that though, let me know in the comments, what are you looking forward to most personally? One thing is guaranteed though, it's going to be a fantastic year 2023 for fans of the genre, no matter the style you do enjoy. With that, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.